Hello lovely people, so this is me on Christmas Eve. I've unexpectedly done some sewing. I say unexpectedly. I run a sewing channel. This should really, it should go with the territory really. But anyway, I have finished the jumpsuit, which I can't wait to tell you about. So as I say, this is Thursday evening and this video comes out to you on Friday. But today's video has already gone out, so this is extra footage if you like, but I'll add it into tomorrow's video, if that's not too confusing for everybody. So yeah, so I finished the jumpsuit, which I'll put on and I'll show you tomorrow. But my husband's watching something horrid on telly. I'm rubbish at watching thrillers and things like that. It just goes into my head and I can't let go of it for days. So I've snuck up and done some sewing, and unexpectedly I've just sewn together this toaster, which I love. So I was literally watching Andrea from Beyond the Pink Door, her Vlogmas, and I watched Michelle's as well. Just about to watch someone else's, can't remember whose, but yeah, so look at these. I'm really pleased with it. Just got it on with black leggings, but it'll look great with jeans. So this is that non-stretchy, or not stretchy enough should I say, jersey that I bought, and this is literally a remnant of the fabulous jumper fabric from Andrea from Beyond the Pink Door. I just adore it, and it's super. Look how well that comes out. So just a bit of coordination there. I love it. It literally feels like a t-shirt really, but with the warmth, I guess, of a jumper. So I'm really pleased with it. I've never done any well, I don't think I have, correct me if I'm wrong, apart from my my running gear. Not really into sort of coordinating in this way, but I wanted to make sure I used every scrap of this fabulous fabric. Yeah, which I'm just absolutely delighted about. So wow, look at me. Last day of the filming and getting some serious sewing in. Can't wait to show you the jumpsuit. I'm super pleased with that, and I'm really pleased that I just went with the flow on the mistake of the fabric, because it was meant to be the grey sequin fabric, but the brown sequin fabric turned up, and I thought, you know what, just go with it. Things happen for a reason sometimes, or generally speaking, actually for me recently. So yeah, really nice. And to my also joy, actually, I thought I'd cut out the Joy blouse in this wonderful double gauze that I've had just for ages from Felicity Fabrics, but actually it's not. It's a sagebrush top with Joy sleeves. So I'm even more thrilled now. So I've just rethreaded my sewing machine, and I've put back up the overlocker with the grey thread in. I know it's a white top, but the grey overlock will hardly show at all, particularly as it's double gauze and therefore is opaque. So I'm going to crack on and do a bit of sewing there, which is really nice. So then left on my shelf is pretty much pants. Oh, and some YMA rash guard swim shorts, which I do need to make, because although I've made I'll go and get them actually. I'll go and get them. They might still be wet, but I'll show you the swimming costume I made earlier in the week. So it does seem to be all about the teal, and yes, I'm right, these are very wet actually, so I won't hold them up for long. But do you remember my running gear that I made for the Brighton 10K? Made out of this lovely matte lycra from Tiernite Fabrics. Everybody always asks me about it, and it's just the best fabric ever. I've used it in lots of different colours. So this is the Sandpiper swimming costume. I think it's by Helen's Closet. So it's lined, and in actual fact it probably is reversible if nobody really is that worried about the overlocking. So yeah, that would be what it looked like the other way around, and then you'd literally have just the overlocked band, which is really not the end of the world, is it? I made it that way around just because that's what I had. Well, actually, I just decided I wanted to see more of the teal. I didn't. Ideally, I'd have put a grey band on the bottom, but I just didn't have enough left, or whatever. I can't really remember. I literally made it. I'm sorry about that. I just put that on the top of the microwave. Might be the microphone. Last day of vlogging. Still making it up as I go along. And these are the shorts. Oh, sorry, bottoms. Yeah, they're the bottoms, and I made them as per the pattern, so the pattern doesn't include the band, but then I realised they were a bit low, so I literally hunted around in my scraps bin, and it was quite fortuitous, as I say, things happen for a reason. I'd cut a waistband to make something else, and in my box was a cut waistband, so non-folded over cut waistband. So that is what I made, and that's literally the thickness I had. So really pleased with those. Eagle amongst you'll see that I haven't put any elastic in these. If I'm honest, I quite often don't on my swimwear. I don't find it necessarily needs it. I'm not swimming the channel or anything like that. I'm generally just bobbing, as I call it, and I'm especially just bobbing in a hot tub. I'm just literally sitting there and chilling. So I actually sewed these right sides together. It was so funny because I sewed them right side together, and I thought, yeah, I'll just turn them in the right way as you would a top or something. No, can't do that because they're in enclosed seams. So then I just thought, I went for it, and I just literally cut the sides back open and then put them back together, and then did what you do on a top, where you got this sort of awkward inseam, haven't you? And that's how they turned out. So really pleased with those. They are not quite as much coverage as I'd like, if I'm honest. Now, you know that I don't really have a bum, so I've got nothing to show. I have the flattest bum in the world. It seems to be getting flatter, actually. In fact, my daughter thinks what's happening is my bum is pushing in, my tum is pushing out. This is what's happening. Thanks, Molly. Love you too. But yeah, no, really pleased with that, actually. So that is what I made. I haven't put the elastic, I'm reluctant to put those on my lap because they're really wet, but I haven't put the elastic round the shoulders yet, but I will. So it's just overlocked at the moment. But actually, it's not bad, and actually the fit isn't bad either. But I will go back to putting the elastic in, and then obviously it'll have a neat edge on it and slightly pulled in a little bit. But no, really pleased with that. So yeah, so the YMA, I'm never saying that right, but the shorts are left to go with the swimwear here, and that's actually the it's grey and turquoise too. It's the same colours. And then I'll be able to cut out, I'm looking that way because that's where it's all piled up. I've got the wonderful rye jacket to cut out, and I'm going to go with Persephone trousers, I think, because I know the waistband on that's really good for me, although I do really like the wide leg trousers from Peppermint magazine, so I'm not sure. Might go those actually, but they're actually quite similar, to be fair. And then, you know, that lovely starry fabric I got from Night and Fabrics, I think I'm going to cut out a cheeky South Bank dress to wear, just because it's so snuggly. It's a bit like an extended toaster, isn't it, really? So I think that would be a good shout. So I might do some cutting out tomorrow, maybe do some filming of that. But yeah, no more filming after that, not for on a daily purpose anyway. So yeah, exciting and sad and all those things, but it means it's Christmas Eve. So yeah, I've loved being part of your lives every day, and thank you for everyone that's commented and things. But enough for tonight, and I'll catch up with you in the morning. being quiet, which is impossible. So daughter's just getting ready to go out. They're up there. Husband just being my husband. And I just thought I'd go back to my usual spot. This is where you quite often see me twirling on some videos. I hope you can hear me okay. Because last day of Vlogmas, hurrah! Oh no, not hurrah so much, but just hurrah because it means it's Christmas Day tomorrow. I have thoroughly enjoyed being part of your lives. Oh, here comes a whippet, right on cue. Hello, darling. I've done a manic amount of sewing in just a few hours, really, from the last time I videoed. So including this, which has been in my cutout and ready to sew pile for, I'm going to say 4 or 5 months, I reckon. Yeah, easily. So this is, so I hope you can hear me over the top of my family talking, sorry. Yeah, so this is sagebrush top, which I've put the Joy blouse sleeves on, and I can't remember where the Joy blouse comes from. And I've got it on with the duet trousers. I lose my head. So yeah, duet trousers. So I love the sagebrush top. It's got this lovely frill across it. You do a self-made bias binding there, which ties in a knot with a yoke at the back. I've shortened mine because on me the pattern is really long, so I have shortened that, but it's in this beautiful double gauze from Felicity Fabrics, which I bought a long time ago. So hello Caroline Fliss, not that you're watching I shouldn't think, but definitely love it. Now you'll notice the sagebrush normally has got quite poofy sleeves at the top, but because the Joy blouse is a different shoulder, it actually is just an ordinary shoulder, and I actually quite like that, particularly this time of year when you want to wear like a coat or a cardigan or something. And I just added lengthened the Joy sleeves a little bit and then added cuff sleeves, so you still get that semi look from it. I've got a love-hate relationship with these trousers because they just keep growing. It's just the fabric, I think. It's nice, soft, such a lovely fabric. But I've had to put the zip, I've had to completely butcher the zip and put a gold zip, exposed zip actually, in on the side, because I had a concealed zip that just didn't work after a couple of times. So how annoying is that? So I did have to take the zip out in the end, but actually I've taken the trousers in loads. Like, I know you can't particularly see that very well, so I'll try and, at some stage, maybe I'll be wearing them and I'll take a different bit of footage. But so I'm going to get changed now and show you what else I've been doing, which includes the jumpsuit that I'll be wearing tomorrow. So back in a sec. So here she is in all her spangly glory. Hello, love, are you coming up, darling? Just gonna whip it, escaping there. So I'll stand up a little bit, even though it means my head's cut off, but I've been given a 5-minute warning by my daughter. This is the Stevie, hello, darling. Hello, Ali Boo, come on, up you come. This is the Stevie Jumpsuit. You're coming up, Alice. Stevie Jumpsuit by Do It Better Yourself Club, DIBY club that is. I just love it. I've made how many have I made of these? A couple, I think. Well, maybe just one, but anyway, I love it. And this fabric, which, you know, I didn't order the original fabric, but to be fair, and I'll show you this later when I'm recording, the actual fabric that I ordered turned up this morning. So I shall ask him to invoice me for this one. And the sequins are glued on, so my house is slightly covered in sequins, not like to awful extent, but yeah, I am seeing the husband's gone, yes it is. I am seeing sequins everywhere, so I don't think it's got it's not going to be particularly durable or long wearing, I don't think, and washing is going to be more of a steaming scenario, I think. But oh, I love it. It's got this lovely tie, so the ties, the construction is brilliant because you do the pockets first, and then you attach the front to the bottom and the back to the back legs, so you end up with a whole front and a whole back. You then put elastic across the front and the back, which is what I've just been doing in the footage that I've added in. And then you attach the ties to the middle of the whole of the front, if you like. So you've got the whole front laying out, and you attach the ties bang across the middle of the elastic, so that then you put the front and back together, and so obviously the shoulders and the legs together, and then the last bit to do is the sleeves. And the neckband, which is a V-neck band, it comes together really well, and then all the way through there's individual DVDs or videos if you want for can't believe I just said DVD, for individual elements of it. And then I did my fake cuff hem on the edge here, so you don't end up with a wibbly wobbly edge, you end up with a really nicely finished hem. So there you go, that is what I'm going to be wearing tomorrow, because it's absolutely secret pyjamas. Yeah, it's lovely. It's not sequined on the inside, obviously, so it is very smooth and comfy on the inside, and it's super spangly, which I really like. So right, I'm going to leave it there because my daughter needs a lift into town. Catch you up later. Okay, so I'm back from taking daughter to town, done a last bit of shopping, just had some lunch, popped the sagebrush back on, and this is the last bit of filming I'm doing for this year's Vlogmas. So before I forget to say, yeah, happy Christmas to you all. Thank you to every single one of you for watching. You're a small but perfectly formed team. It's a team that I hope grows in the future. But every single one of you have liked, commented, subscribed. I'm truly grateful. And if you get a chance, do spread the word about my little channel. So I do really love being here, and the more there are of you, the lovely sense of community continues. So thank you. But what a busy 24 hours I've had, haven't I? I have. I've completed the jumpsuit, which I've put some footage on and obviously sped that up, and the clip before this is of me wearing that. I'm super happy with that, and that's the sort of overall glow and sort of feeling of comfort I wanted to have from the red satin jumpsuit that was not to be. Interestingly, I was watching Kittenish Behaviour, Sian over at Kittenish Behaviour last night, catching up on some of her vlogmases, and she is also wearing beach pyjamas tomorrow, which is what my red satin beach pyjamas were going to be, because it is a lovely pattern, but I think, yes, it's and I reflect actually that it's not the right sort of drape for it. That's probably why it's a bit tight, not least the fact that I made it one way round and then decided to wear it the other way around, and therefore everything was, you know, a few millimeters shorter or thinner or whatever. Never mind. But yeah, so a jumpsuit made, and then, oh, got my legs stuck on it, and then I made a top, which you saw me a bit of footage in that today, which actually I made last night as well, which I love. This, absolutely love it, really pleased with that, and then obviously the sagebrush here as well. And I said to you in the footage there that the original fabric I ordered has turned up, and you can see why I liked it. Look at that, it's totally my colour scheme really, although I'm really pleased with the brown. This is a glorious fabric, which I probably now will keep safe in my stash for next year. So I don't have call for spangly stuff very often, but I will ask Asif to invoice me for that. I'm going to do the Advent questions in a moment, but I want to show you these. These are individual bags. I'll show you one. Individual little bags I made a number of years ago now, and I do feely bags. It's a little game I like to do at Christmas or parties and things. So basically each bag will have something in it, and it's like basically a quiz. We have to feel the object only and guess what it is. So I'm going to do those this afternoon for Christmas Day tomorrow. But my last question in here, oh no, that's not, I'm not doing a 25 because that's Christmas Day. Hang on a sec. Where are you? 24, right up in the corner here. Okay, last question of the Advent. I've got two pairs of glasses on here now, that's just classic. Right, last question. Oh, this one you've probably seen. So the question is, how much time do I spend sewing a week? Now, what more perfect question to finish on, and as you know, I didn't know what any order those were in, or even remember what the questions were. How much time do I spend sewing? As you would have seen over the last month, sometimes a great deal and sometimes none at all. what governs my sewing time is this. I've got a very cruel brain a lot of the time, and I work incredibly hard against it, because my brain is saying bad things all the time, really, whether it be about work or decisions I'm making, or family time, haunting me over silly things that have happened years and years ago. Even when I was lying in the hot tub yesterday, I had to get out because I couldn't handle my brain just haunting me over the Christmases past, where I've worked so much and not seen my family and things like that. And I'm just like, why does my head do that to me? But sewing is generally speaking, my escape route from all of that, and this too. Although you'll know I can't always do this. But generally speaking, I find a space, I can compartmentalise my time in order to be this person you see on the screen. But this person you see on the screen is this person in real life too. I am exactly as I am on the screen. Yeah, I'm just authentic. This who I am. So how much sewing time do I get? Quite a lot. People ask me all the time, how do you find the time? But then I would say to them, you know, I guess they watch EastEnders, or are looking after a horse, or I don't know. I don't do any of those things particularly. I do watch some telly, but very little. My husband is a cyclist when he's fit and well. He's recovering well, by the way. Thank you for all the lovely messages on that. It's still hasn't been able to go back to work, which he was hoping to be able to, but he just can't. So he really is very tender. He's very gingerly helped me with a few things this week, and he's also just feeling rubbish. So we've been doing lateral flows every day, just in case, because we've got some people coming tomorrow. But yeah, so he's a cyclist, so he's out of the house sometimes doing that. And then my daughter, as you know, she's 17, and she's living as much as she can with her own mental health bits and pieces going on. She is living an independent life, and I like to give her the freedom to do that. So in other words, I think we all have our own nice space, and then we unite when we can. And I think that's a quite healthy family time, really. So that's the answer there, I suppose. Not fixed at all, but there are some days where I am sewing. In fact, there's a lot of days where I'm sewing before I've had a cup of tea. And actually, for me, one of the most challenging things about doing the vlogging is being or looking semi-camera ready, because I actually don't live my life looking like this if I can help it. I have upright hair, I have no makeup on, and I am wearing comfies, sometimes me-made, sometimes not. Most of the time me-made, actually. I think most of the films you've seen of me in me-made, other than a sort of grey lounging set, I have pretty much, and do wear me-made all the time. So I will conclude it there and wish you all a wonderful day tomorrow. Happy Christmas to you all. If you hadn't a chance to watch all my vlogs, then please do batch watch in pyjamas at some stage over the Christmas holiday and catch up on it all. I would really appreciate it. I'd also really appreciate if you give me a massive thumbs up, and if you haven't already, do say hi in the comments below, because they mean the world to me, and I respond to every message, absolutely everyone. Because I just thank you for taking the time to being here and messaging me as well. So it's been an absolute delight, and I wish you, your family and friends a happy and healthy Christmas and a wonderful new year. And I will be back with you in the new year very soon, where I'll probably do a bit more of a lookbook over the things I've made over the last month, for those who've avoided Vlogmas like the plague, and then makes plans, who knows really. Yeah, it'll all come back to me at some stage, I suppose, but usual vlogging routine will continue. But it's been an absolute pleasure. Let me know what you'd like to see more of in terms of my content for the new year. I'd really appreciate that. Yeah, sometimes creating the content or even thinking about what to video can be half the challenge. So let me know what you'd like to see. But yeah, take care everybody. Stay safe and well. Bye bye.